Literary Background, Part 1. Welcome, literature enthusiasts. Today we embark on a journey through the early 20th century, a time when writers broke away from traditional storytelling to create vivid, experimental narratives. In this presentation, we'll explore how modernist and vanguard writers reinvented literature with innovative techniques and unforgettable characters. Get ready to be inspired as we uncover the transformative power of these works. James Joyce redefined narrative with his groundbreaking works. In Ulysses, Dubliners, and A Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man, Joyce uses stream of consciousness to present the inner thoughts of his characters. Imagine wandering through Dublin with Leopold Bloom, the introspective Stephen Dedalus, and the enigmatic Molly Bloom, their lives interwoven with mythic and everyday moments that challenge traditional storytelling. Virginia Woolf's works, including Mrs. Dalloway, To the Lighthouse, and Orlando, capture the fluidity of time and thought. With a poetic narrative style, she brings us into the minds of characters like Clarissa Dalloway and Septimus Warren Smith, inviting you. D.H. Lawrence presents a raw and honest portrayal of human emotion in Sons and Lovers, Women in Love, and Lady Chatterley's Lover. His stories focus on the intensity of relationships and the clash between instinct and society. Characters such as Connie Chatterley and Oliver Mellors are drawn with a frankness that exposes the emotional and social conflicts of their time. In works like Heart of Darkness, Lord Jim, and Nostromo, Joseph Conrad examines the moral ambiguities of human nature. Through characters such as Marlowe and the mysterious Kurtz, his narratives challenge us to question the ethical uncertainties and the impact of imperialism, painting a stark picture of inner and external conflicts. E.M. Forster's novels, A Passage to India, Howard's End, and A Room with a View, focus on the intricacies of social interaction and cultural differences. His characters, like Dr. Aziz, Cyril Fielding, and Adela Quested, navigate the tensions between duty and desire, encouraging us to consider how personal connections can transcend societal boundaries. William Faulkner's works, including The Sound and the Fury, As I Lay Dying, and Light in August, revolutionized narrative with fragmented storytelling and multiple viewpoints. His portrayal of the decaying Old South comes alive through characters such as Benji, Quentin, and Caddy Compson, whose experiences reflect familial trauma and the heavy burden of history. Scott Fitzgerald offers a lyrical yet incisive look at the American dream in The Great Gatsby, Tender is the Night, and This Side of Paradise. His elegant prose brings to life characters like the enigmatic Jay Gatsby, the observant Nick Carraway, and the elusive Daisy Buchanan as they navigate a world of wealth, decadence, and unfulfilled longing. Ernest Hemingway's minimalist style is on full display in The Old Man and the Sea, A Farewell to Arms, and For Whom the Bell Tolls. His direct language and focused dialogue capture the essence of courage, loss, and the relentless search for meaning. Characters like Santiago and Manolin remind us that heroism often lies in quiet persistence. In The Age of Innocence, The House of Mirth, and Ethan Frome, Edith Wharton paints a realistic picture of New York's elite and the social constraints they face. Through characters such as Newland Archer and Ellen Olenska, she illustrates the tension between societal duty and the pursuit of personal happiness, urging us to question the price of conformity. George Bernard Shaw uses humor and sharp dialogue in works like Pygmalion, Major Barbara, and St. Joan. His satirical style exposes class divisions and challenges gender roles. In Pygmalion, characters like Eliza Doolittle and Henry Higgins spark conversations about social mobility and transformation, making us rethink societal expectations. Eugene O'Neill's plays, including Long Day's Journey into Night, The Iceman Cometh, and Desire Under the Elms, offer a raw exploration of family dynamics and personal despair. His characters, James Tyrone, Mary Tyrone, and Edmund Tyrone, are caught in cycles of addiction and unfulfilled dreams, revealing the darker aspects of the human condition. John Dos Passos captures the pulse of modern America in Manhattan Transfer and the USA Trilogy. His innovative technique blends narrative, news excerpts, and biographies, providing a multifaceted view of urban life. Characters like Jimmy Herf and Ellen Thatcher help illustrate the impact of capitalism and social change on everyday lives. Willa Cather's novels, such as My Antonia, O Pioneers, and Death Comes for the Archbishop, celebrate life on the American frontier. Through evocative storytelling, she highlights the resilience of immigrant communities and the deep bond with the land. Jim Burden and Antonia Shimerda emerge as enduring symbols of hope and perseverance in a changing world. In Main Street, Babbitt, and Elmer Gantry, Sinclair Lewis uses irony to critique the conformity of small-town America and the mediocrity of the middle class. His keen observations are embodied by characters like Carol Kennicott, inviting us to question the nature of ambition and the American dream. Theodore Dreiser's Sister Carrie, An American Tragedy, and Jenny Gerhardt confront the harsh realities of urban life. His naturalist approach examines how societal pressures and ambition can shape and sometimes shatter lives. Characters such as Clyde Griffiths and Roberta Alden illustrate the often brutal clash between personal dreams and social constraints. Through her series, Pointed Roofs, Backwater, Honeycomb, and The Tunnel, Dorothy Richardson pioneers a narrative that captures the subtle evolution of a woman's inner life. Her innovative use of stream of consciousness invites us to experience the everyday emotions and growth of Miriam Henderson, reflecting the nuanced nature of personal change. Sherwood Anderson's Winesburg, Ohio, Poor White, and Dark Laughter weave together interconnected stories that reveal the inner lives of ordinary Midwestern characters. With George Willard as a central figure, Anderson offers a compassionate look at the struggles and hopes of small-town America. In Of Human Bondage, The Razor's Edge, and The Moon and Sixpence, W. Somerset Maugham combines autobiographical insight with a clear exploration of passion and personal freedom. His characters, such as Philip Carey and Mildred Rogers, remind us of the cost of following one's desires in a world bound by societal expectations. Henry Miller's Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, and Black Spring are celebrated for their unfiltered and experimental narrative style. Through his alter ego, Henry, and characters like Mona, Miller challenges traditional moral boundaries and presents a candid look at the struggles of artistic freedom. In Under the Volcano and Ultramarine, Malcolm Lowry employs dense, symbolic prose to capture the disintegration of both society and the self. Characters such as Jeffrey Furman and Yvonne Constable navigate themes of guilt and failed redemption, inviting us to reflect on the complexities of human existence. Evelyn Waugh's Brideshead Revisited, Scoop, and A Handful of Dust offer incisive portrayals of the British aristocracy and the fading era of high society. Through characters like Charles Ryder and Sebastian Flyte, Waugh uses wit and nostalgia to critique the decadence and social hypocrisy of his time. Graham Greene's The Power and the Glory, The Heart of the Matter, and the quiet American blend personal crisis with political intrigue. His spare, clear prose introduces us to characters such as the fugitive priest and O'Brien, whose moral struggles invite deep reflection on guilt, redemption, and the complexities of faith. Zora Neale Hurston's works, including Their Eyes Were Watching God, Jonah's Gourd Vine, and Mules and Men, present vibrant portraits of African-American life in the rural South. Through the journeys of Janie Crawford and Tea Cake, Hurston's lyrical narrative celebrates cultural identity, resilience, and the search for self-realization. Henry James crafts narratives in The Portrait of a Lady, The Ambassadors, and The Golden Bowl that elegantly examine the subtleties of social interaction and personal choice. His detailed prose brings characters like Isabel Archer and Gilbert Osmond to life, highlighting the delicate balance between societal expectation and individual freedom. J.M. Synge's contributions to the Irish literary revival shine through in The Playboy of the Western World, Riders to the Sea, and The Well of the Saints. His blend of comedy and tragedy, along with a poetic use of language, reveals the vibrant, sometimes harsh realities of rural Irish life through figures like Christy Mann and Peggy Mike. We have journeyed through a century of transformative literature, a time when authors reshaped the narrative, broke free from conventions, and introduced characters that continue to resonate. Step into these texts, engage with their ideas, and let the modernist revolution spark your own creative insights. For more information, join us at our YouTube channel or Instagram account.